everyone, as you can probably tell from the video, we're going to do some full moon magic. Let's get started. I guess I should throw in a disclaimer that I'm not telling you that what I do is correct or not correct, or what you should be doing, or that it's not. Basically, I'm not trying to tell you that this is the only way to do things and that I'm 100% correct. You can practice witchcraft however you'd like. This is just what I did for this full moon and what I like to do every so often. And so you can either do something similar, you can implement something for like the same thing yourself. Witchcraft is very personal and to each person's liking, so don't take this video as any kind of like high and mighty, like this is what you need to do. So we'll keep going. If you kind of want to see what I'm doing for the full moon and what I'm going to do to get ready and kind of like the spell that I'm going to do for the full moon, stay tuned. So this full moon, I'm going to be doing a success spell. So for the success spell, I do have some stuff off to the side that I already have pre-done. Basically, I'm going to need some kind of container. I have this little tea jar. I have an extra tea light here because I like candles. Got an amplifying quartz. Got a piece of jewelry that I wear often. Got a piece of paper. Got a lighter. I've got a little taper that I like to light my candles with. And then I have a pen. So basically for this spell, what we're doing is we are going to be writing down an intention. This one specifically, I'm going to be charging this ring basically with intent, and my intent is going to be success. Specifically success in the things that I want to accomplish, like hobby-wise and like fulfillment-wise. Like I've mentioned before, we all are kind of stuck inside and doing our thing. For me, I've been able to have more time to kind of work on the hobbies and the creation things that I've been wanting to try and wanting to do, so I do have a lot more free time, which is kind of working for me. So since I am doing that, sorry, there's an ant. Does anyone else have issues with ants this time of the year? They vex me. Anyway, so for this, I intend to charge this with intent to succeed in all the things that I'm doing right now. So to start, I'm going to be, like I've done my, you don't have to do this, but I've already done my ritual cleanse. I've already done the cleansing of my space. Basically for me, I like to smoke cleanse, and I like to play music and disturb the airflow. Like, so I'll open up all the windows and I'll put on some music, and then I'll light some incense or something, or Palo Santo or sage, depending on what I have. Some plants are endangered, so keep an eye on like where you're getting your things. But basically, I like to disturb the air with sound and air, and I also like to light candles and kind of have just my presence come all around the area. So for this, I've basically already cleansed my space, so now I'm kind of just here in my zone, ready to start and record for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down my intention on this piece of paper. Okay, so I wrote down my intention on there, and so basically this piece of jewelry here, I don't even need my lighter, because I'm just going to use one of my candles from my cleanse space to light my little taper here, and then I can use this to light my tea light. Awesome. And then I'm just going to put out the candle over here. That way, safe, candle safety. Okay, so I have my little tea light here. I have my paper. This ring is a ring that I wear pretty much every day, and so it's the one that I'm going to be charging. I'm going to wrap it up. And so I just want to make sure it stays in there. So now that it's wrapped up, I'm going to be putting it in this container, just so I can have a designated space to keep it to charge, and then later when I want to recharge it, like I have a little space for it. So I'm going to put this in here, and I don't like to verbally do spell work, so I'm just going to read and meditate on the next part of the spell. And it's just, you know, basically a call to the moon to shine and charge with my intent. So, you know, it can be kind of any type of verbiage. I do like it when it rhymes. I guess I'm a little stereotypical like that, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm going to, since I do have a clear lid, I'm going to put the lid on. Oh, I almost forgot my crystal. This is just a piece of quartz that I like to do. I like to add quartz to my spell work just because it can kind of help amplify and act as a vessel for charging as well. So the moon's going to hit both my little spell here and also this crystal. And then for me personally, I like to let a tea light burn on the spell that I have actively working, just to kind of keep it in my mind's eye and being like, okay, this is going, this is burning. Tea lights burn out pretty fast, so like as it's going, I can know that that spell is going on. I'm going to leave it out through a couple nights of the full moon for the true full moon, and then also probably a couple nights after, or at least one night after, just because I want to give it that punch. And then when it is done, I'm going to, you know, take it out. I'm going to wear the ring as normal. I'll probably keep the paper in there just so I can kind of remind myself what was going on, and then the next full moon I'll do either a similar or the same ritual just to kind of recharge it and give it its recharge it and give the full intention. Like I said, it's like a success charge, so I'm charging the intent into this ring. So I'm charging it and I'm adding intent into this ring to help me be successful in my endeavors, basically, and in my hobbies. And so when I feel like that's happened, or if I feel like it needs to continually happen, I'll just kind of keep recharging from there. So some other things I like to do on the full moon are obviously charge my crystals. That's my favorite way to charge them, is in the full moon. I do have some sticks of selenite that help if I need like a quick recharge, so I put those out with the moon and let them charge with my other crystals, and then as they charge, like they kind of hold on to that, so if I need like a quick charge for like a spell or something like later in the month, then I'll set my crystals at night on my stick of selenite, and then that way they get that little extra boost. I also typically put some water, some boiled distilled water in a jar, and then that piece in there is just a piece of, it's a piece of moonstone, and I put that in there so that while it's in the moon, you know, it can get the infusion, and then I can use it for later spell working. I also like to do some, most of the time I do cold brew. This time I didn't because I wanted to distill the water as well. But I'll put some tea in a jar and I'll let the moon diffuse into that as well. And then just that way I have some extra powerful tea for my spell work. Yeah, and so something else that I typically do is if I am waiting to do any type of tarot draws, I do those on the full moon, or, well, actually, I guess I don't really wait. I did happen to do I am going to do a full moon style draw for my friend. I did get a new tarot deck, and so I charged it, like I cleansed it and I charged it for a couple days with my energy, and now that it is kind of like feeling like it's my deck instead of someone's, I think I'm ready to do a draw, so I'm going to do that tonight as well. Yeah, so that was Witchcraft with Cold Brew. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit of my full moon routine and everything. I didn't talk a whole lot about what I specifically did spell work wise, or kind of any history or lore or anything like that. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. I mean, I do have more videos coming, so I'm sure it's going to come up. This was just kind of what I was already going to be doing for the full moon, and I wanted to share that with you guys and kind of wanted to create and see what's going on. So hopefully you enjoyed it. I will still be streaming video games 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, probably each night, because I do have 3 video games to get through. Currently playing A Plague Tale Innocence. I just got Final Fantasy VII the Remake, and I still have Doom Eternal. So we'll see. So I'm still doing that, and then I intend to do videos either baking or witchcraft related posted at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So hopefully I'll be actually doing 2 videos a day, or at least 2 videos per day every other day, if that makes sense. Like instead of 2 every 7 days of the week, maybe 2. You get it. Anyway, so yeah, make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, or if you enjoyed the content or me talking. Subscribe if you want to see the more content like this, or the video games, or just kind of to see what I might do in the future. And hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!